Yeah. She didn't just get out of jail. She bought the prison.
And brought friends.
Midnight hit the reclaim, poison apple tower like a blade. Merchant rolled up with an army that the old tales never made. Prince at her side, still simping hard for the crown. His father, big corporate sellout, wrote the check to take the crew down. Red felt the dart first, wolf snarl mid-roar. Woodcutter dropped his axe, Beauty hit the floor. Gretel tried to fight, but the numbers were too strong. Hansel got one punch in, then the lights were gone. They woke up in a dungeon that smelled like old money and fear. Merchant laughed in 4K.
Welcome to the sequel, dear.
Who took my company, my mirror,
My whole damn career.
Prince standing there like a love-hungry simp in a suit.
Father said this would fix everything.
Make me absolute.
Beast chained to the wall, still half furry and pissed.
Gretel whispering,
If I get free, I'm ripping your lips off with my fist.
Merchant leaned in close.
One of you won't leave this room alive.
Pick the weak one, or I'll choose for you, my dears. Isn't that nice? Deep in the princess family dungeon, lights flickering green. A wooden boy sat bolted to a chair, strings on his limbs like a dream. Pinocchio, manufactured asset, built for profit and show. Nose growing every time the handlers made him lie for the brand. Bro, he spoke in twisted Yoda speak, truth leaking out slow. Lie I must to save the day.
Eventually, you know.
His nose stretched across the cell like a living skeleton key. Beast growled, use it! Wooden boy,
Set the real ones free.
merchant's voice on the speaker.
Break them or I start carving.
Air got thin. One guard whispered, she's picking who dies tonight. Red looked at the crew. We've survived worse than corporate spy.
Pinocchio's nose suddenly shot across the lock with a creak, light through his teeth.
Happy I am.
Sir,
Wink. Door clicked open. The wooden boy bought them time with a grin. Freedom we seek.
eventually begin.
Merchant screamed when the crew broke loose in the hall.
Prince watched it happen,
Finally saw through the fog. Father, we're the villains in this version of the tale.
switch sides.
Mid-fight,
First time the simp didn't fail.
Snow White stormed in with the dwarves right behind.
Pinocchio's nose still growing as he lied to buy time.
Grabbed Gretel, protective and finally bold, while the merchant ran screaming.
This wasn't how the story was sold.
Yeah, they almost lost one that night, but the wooden boy lied like a champ, and the revolution kept rolling.
Merchant's still out there.
Plotting round 2.